brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, things are pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. What did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. We're going to punt at 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Out near the 40 to the 39.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run.
Right to Aaron Donald. Brockers.
Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back.
Whoa!
Because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Boy, no
chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, now Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Watson off play action. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. Pick 6 from the 40-yard as they score a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll start with the option. Room here to run. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now an option play on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw outline to Dorsett. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. That's complete to the tight end Hopkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 17-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. 2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing. You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Dorsett on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they finally put it into this return. But not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The drive starts with a completion out to the right, and down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
14. Rams, nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. The gun, Watson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
5 yards on the pickup.
3rd and long, it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the 2nd half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
brings up third.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Niners' 26-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Going right back to Akers. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Niners 14, Rams 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Garoppolo forced out to his left. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, They knew.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo steps away to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 32 that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within 1 score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the 4th quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd down, Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
What is this?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the give, this is Akers. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback laying on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Rolling to his right. This is caught. And he's brought down. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the league.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off of play action, it's Watson sliding out of the pocket. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Watson now to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Quick throw completed by Watson. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Third down, here's a run by Akers. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The quick throw complete into the flat out left. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Now a second down and 6. Now a run with Akers. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for L.A., they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test.